Good afternoon, students. So today we are going to start our next topic of chapter second macroeconomics, and the chapter name is basic concepts of macroeconomics. Yes, chapter second, basic concepts of macroeconomics. Okay. So today we will discuss, actually in the previous lecture, we have already discussed about the consumption goods and capital goods. Yes, what is consumption good and what is capital good? What is consumption good and what is capital good? Consumption goods refer to those goods which satisfy the wants of consumers directly. For example, bread, butter, shirts, pen, television, furniture. Okay. And capital goods are those final goods which help in the production of other goods and services. For example, plant and machinery, equipment, etc. So today, first we will discuss about the difference between consumption goods and capital goods. Consumption goods and capital goods. Okay. So first basis is basis. The first base is satisfaction of human wants. Satisfaction of satisfaction of human wants. Yes. So in consumption goods, these goods satisfy human wants directly. So such goods have direct demand. And in capital goods, such goods satisfy human wants indirectly. So such goods have derived demand. Okay. I have already told you about the direct demand and the derived demand. Direct demand, you know that, okay, जो directly satisfy करती है हमारी wants को, and the derived demand, it is the indirect demand. तो directly satisfy नहीं करती, लेकिन ये दूसरी goods को बनाने में हम इनका यूज करते हैं. ओके. सो कैपिटल गुड्स की डिमांड क्या होती है? इट इज डिराइव डिमांड. Okay, now the second is production capacity. Production capacity. The production capacity actually in consumption goods, they do not promote production capacity, but in capital goods they help in rising the production capacity. Now the third base expected life. Expected life. So in consumption good, most of the consumption goods except durable goods have limited expected life. But in capital goods generally have an expected life of more than 1 year. Clear? So now the next topic is gross investment. Yes, gross investment net investment and depreciation and depreciation. Yes. So first, gross investment. Actually, investment or capital formation refers to the addition to the capital stock of an economy. Okay. So, for example, construction of building, purchase of machinery, addition to inventories of goods, etc. Investment can be मतलब ये सब क्या हो गई आपकी investment है. So investment can be looked up in two forms. First is gross investment and second is net investment. Okay. Yes, gross investment and net investments. So what is gross investment and what is net investment? So gross investment, first gross investment. First gross investment. Gross investment is addition to the stock of capital, before making allowance for depreciation. Okay, so and you can say कि gross investment, it means total addition to the capital stock of economy in a given period is termed as gross investment. Total addition to the capital stock of economy in a given period is termed as gross investment. And it includes, first is, yes, gross investment में क्या included होता है? First is stock investment, and second is gross fixed capital investment. Gross fixed capital investment. Gross fixed capital investment. Stock investment. Stock investment means the stock of raw materials and inventories. Stock investment means the stock of raw materials and inventories, means semi-finished and finished goods with the producer enterprises at the end of the accounting year. And this is essential for the continuance of the process of the production and consumption in the economy. Okay. So, and second stock, हमने क्या लिखा? Second, gross fixed capital formation. Okay. So stock of fixed asset such as machineries, equipments, buildings, transport equipments, etc. is known as gross fixed capital formation. So it is termed as gross fixed capital formation also. So यहाँ पर gross investment में इस आपके पास जो gross investment है, gross investment में आपके दो आ गई हैं. First, stock investment. Stock investment, or you can say inventory investment. Okay. Plus, second, gross fixed capital investment. Okay, students, gross fixed capital investment. Okay, so gross investment is addition to the stock of the capital before making allowance for depreciation. Capital stock consists of fixed asset and unsold stock. So gross investment is the expenditure on purchase of fixed asset and unsold stock during the accounting year. And gross investment doesn't indicate the actual change in economy stock of the productive assets for a given year. ये आपने माइंड में रखना है कि ग्रोस इन्वेस्टमेंट कभी भी क्या नहीं करेगा, वो इकोनॉमी में जो एक्चुअल में स्टॉक में चेंज आया है ना, इकोनॉमी के एक्चुअल में जो चेंज आया है उसको ये इंडिकेट नहीं करता, बिकॉज ड्यूरिंग द प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस सम अमाउंट ऑफ फिक्स कैपिटल इज यूज्ड अप। कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ फिक्स एसेट की हमारी यूज होती है जब हम प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस चलती है, और हमें पता है कि फिक्स कैपिटल जो होती है उसके ऊपर क्या होता है, वियर एंड केयर एंड डेप्रिसिएशन लगता रहता है। ठीक है, किसी भी वजह से लगता हो वियर एंड केयर, नॉर्मल वियर एंड केयर, बिकॉज ऑफ नॉर्मल वियर एंड टीयर, passes of time and expected obsolescence. Okay, so this loss of fixed capital is known as depreciation. ये जो फिक्स कैपिटल का लॉस होता है ये हमारा डेप्रिसिएशन होता है. So by subtracting depreciation from gross investment, we get net investment. Okay. So now the next is net investment. Net investment. Yes, net investment. So the actual addition made to the capital stock of economy in a given period is termed as net investment. I have already told you na कि gross investment doesn't indicate the actual change in economy stock of production. Okay, productive assets for a given year. So net investment, so that's why the net investment, the actual, the actual addition, the actual addition made to the capital stock, made to the capital stock of economy in a given period is termed as net investment. Net investment. Okay. So net investment is equal to gross investment minus depreciation. Okay, students. So net investment, we know that the total amount of capital goods produced in a year do not make full addition to the existing capital stock of an economy. So the capital goods suffer wear and tear and obsolescence during the productive process. So this is known as depreciation, or you can say consumption of fixed capital. Okay, the second name of the depreciation is consumption of fixed capital. So hence a significant part of current output of capital goods goes for maintenance and replacement. So all such capital goods should be deducted if we want to find out the actual net addition to the capital stock. So hence when we deduct the depreciation from gross investment, we get a net investment. Okay. So net investment is equal to gross investment minus depreciation. So the actual addition to the capital stock of a country is possible only because of net investment. Mind it, the actual addition to the capital stock of a country is possible only because of net investment. Clear, students? Now the next is depreciation. Yes, depreciation. Depreciation, and you can say consumption of fixed capital. Consumption of fixed capital. Yes, depreciation or consumption of fixed capital. So depreciation, what is depreciation? Depreciation refers to a fall in the value of fixed asset due to normal wear and tear, passage of time, or expected obsolescence. Expected obsolescence means change in technology. So the concept of depreciation is very important to differentiate between gross value and net value. Okay, so gross is inclusive of depreciation, whereas net excluded it. So ये exclude कर देता है, यानी कि gross में हम depreciation को add करते हैं, depreciation added होता है, जबकि net के अंदर हम उस depreciation को minus कर देते हैं. So gross value is equal to net value. Gross, अगर हमें gross value निकालनी है, so if yes, gross value is equal to means net value plus depreciation. Okay, plus depreciation. So now depreciation is also known as depreciation को देखो एक तो कंजप्शन ऑफ फिक्स कैपिटल ये नेम हो गया और हम depreciation को क्या क्या कह सकते हैं. So depreciation is also known as first current replacement cost, current replacement cost. Second, replacement cost of fixed capital, replacement cost of fixed capital, and the third is capital consumption allowances. Capital consumption allowances. Okay. So clear students, what is depreciation? What is depreciation? Clear? So depreciation means, yes, depreciation means depreciation refers to a fall in the value of the fixed asset due to normal wear and tear, passage of time, or expected obsolescence, means changing technology. Okay. So now depreciation of fixed asset is mainly due to three reasons. Yes, depreciation of assets is mainly due to three reasons. Okay. First is normal wear and tear. Normal wear and tear. Second is passage of time. And third is expected obsolescences. Expected obsolescences. Okay. So first is normal wear and tear. Continuous use of fixed asset in production process decreases their production capacity and value. Okay, जैसे ही हम फिक्स जो हमारी फिक्स एसेट होती है उसको कंटिन्यूसली यूज करते रहेंगे हम अपने प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस में, तो वो हमारे प्रोडक्टिव जो कैपेसिटी है उसके वैल्यू को डिक्रीज कर देता है बिकॉज ऑफ नॉर्मल वियर एंड टियर. सेकंड इज पासेज ऑफ टाइम. Value of fixed asset also decreases with the passage of time, even if they are not being put to use in the business. अगर मतलब बिजनेस में यूज नहीं हो रहा है फिर भी उनके ऊपर डेप्रिसिएशन लग रहा है टाइम के साथ साथ. जैसे नेचुरल फैक्टर्स लाइक रेन, winds, वेदर एक्सेट्रा contribute to fall in their value. ओके. आप देखेंगे कि जैसे कोई बिल्डिंग है, मान लो वो बिल्डिंग हम यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, बंद पड़ी है, फिर भी उस बिल्डिंग के ऊपर आपको टाइम टाइम पर क्या करना पड़ता है, उसकी मेंटेनेंस करवानी पड़ती है, मेंटेन करके रखना पड़ता है, उसकी रिपेयरिंग करवानी पड़ती है. किस वजह से? क्योंकि जो वेदर कंडीशंस होती हैं, जो रेन आती हैं, विंड्स आते हैं, उसकी वजह से उनके ऊपर क्या लगता रहता है, वो बिल्डिंग जो है उसमें डैमेजेस होते रहते हैं. ठीक है, तो उनको भी रिपेयर कराना पड़ता है, उन पर भी मेंटेनेंस का खर्चा आता है, एक्सपेंडिचर आते हैं. Okay, so third is expected obsolescence. Third is expected obsolescence. So value of fixed asset also decreases due to expected obsolescence. That is loss in the value due to the change in technology or change in demand for goods and services. ठीक है, या तो टेक्नोलॉजी में चेंज आने की वजह से या डिमांड में चेंज आने की वजह से हमारी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज जो है उनकी वैल्यू क्या हो सकती है, वो वैल्यू को उनकी वैल्यू कम हो सकती है. ठीक है, तो ये एक्सपेक्टेड होती है. ये एक्सपेक्टेड होती है, अनएक्सपेक्टेड नहीं होती. ओके, सो एक्सपेक्टेड एंड अनएक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस में क्या डिफरेंस है कि वैल्यू ऑफ फिक्स एसेट में डिक्रीजेस इधर ड्यू टू एक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस और ड्यू टू द अनएक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस. सो एक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस यानी occurs due to change in technology or change in demand for goods and services. So as expected obsolescence is an expected loss. ये आपका एक एक्सपेक्टेड लॉस है. आप इसके लिए पूरे प्रिपेयर रहते हैं कि ये आपका लॉस कभी भी हो सकता है. सो इट इज मैनेज्ड बाय मेकिंग प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड. ठीक है, तो आप एक डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड के का एक जो प्रोविजन है वो इसके लिए बनाकर रखते हो. और अनएक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस आकर्स ड्यू टू नेचुरल क्लैमिटीज. अब नेचुरल क्लैमिटीज है, किसी को नहीं पता है कब आ जाए, तो ये अनएक्सपेक्टेड है, आपने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि ऐसा कुछ होगा. लाइक अर्थक्वेक, फ्लड एक्सेट्रा आर ड्यू टू थेफ्ट, एक्सीडेंट्स एक्सेट्रा. सो लॉस ऑफ वैल्यू ऑफ फिक्स्ड एसेट ड्यू टू अनएक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस इज टर्म एज कैपिटल लॉस. ओके, तो वो आपका कैपिटल लॉस है, तो वो आपका अनएक्सपेक्टेड है, इसीलिए इसके ऊपर किसी भी तरीके का कोई प्रोविजन नहीं बनाए जाते. ओके, सो यहाँ पर क्या आया, डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड. जो एक्सपेक्टेड ऑब्सोलेंसेस है उन पे डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड बनाए जाते हैं. सो डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड और प्रोविजन फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन. व्हाट इज डेप्रिसिएशन रिजर्व फंड? सो डेप्रिसिएशन is also called consumption of fixed capital. Now you know that. So it refers to that value of fixed capital or fixed asset which is consumed or used up in the process of production. So because of depreciation, fixed asset need to be replaced from time to time. Okay, you know कि डेप्रिसिएशन के कारण हमें टाइम टाइम पर फिक्स एसेट को क्या करना पड़ता है, रिप्लेस करना पड़ता है. सो रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ फिक्स एसेट रिक्वायर फंड. और फिक्स एसेट के रिप्लेसमेंट के लिए आपको फंड भी चाहिए. सो प्रोविजन फॉर द फंड्स इज मेड ऑन एनुअल बेसिस. फॉर एग्जांपल, if a machine is purchased for rupees 10 lakh and its expected lifetime of use is 10 years, okay, so then the annual provision of funds to replace the machine after 10 years is rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so the fund of rupees 1 lakh as accumulated is called depreciation reserve fund. Okay, students, I think now it's clear now. Clear. So, what is the difference between depreciation and capital loss? So, depreciation meaning, what is the meaning? So, depreciation, it refers to fall in the value of fixed asset due to normal wear and tear, passage of time, or expected obsolescence. And what is capital loss? It refers to loss of the value of fixed asset due to unforeseen obsolescence, natural calamities, theft, accident. Okay. So now the next is provision of loss. Okay. So provision of loss. So on the basis of this provision of for loss, So in depreciation, provision is made for replacement of assets as it is expected loss. ठीक है, क्योंकि इसके depreciation के अंदर हम provision बनाते हैं क्योंकि ये हमारा एक expected loss होता है और provision is maintained through depreciation reserve fund. But in capital loss, no such provision is made in case of capital loss. हम यहाँ इसके अंदर हम capital loss में कोई provision नहीं बनाते as it is an unexpected loss. So however, insurance of fixed asset is done to minimize the loss. तो आपको पता है कि जब हमारे कैपिटल लॉस होते हैं उसके लिए हमेशा हम क्या करते हैं, इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं। ठीक है, हम कोई प्रोविजन नहीं बनाते, हम इंश्योरेंस करवाते हैं अपनी हर चीज का जो हमारे कैपिटल लॉस होते हैं उसके लिए। ओके, जो अनएक्सपेक्टेड ऑन्सोलेंसेस जो है उनके लिए हमेशा इंश्योरेंस कराया जाता है, कोई प्रोविजन नहीं बनाई जाती। Now the third base is production process. So in depreciation, it doesn't hamper the production process. The production process को नहीं hamper करेगा, but in capital loss, it hampers the production process. Okay, students. So now that's all for today. Have a good day.